we've been getting some unwanted attention at the farm, so to avoid a costly insurance claim, we're making some changes. We're into the month of May, and we're going to have to get rid of this guy. I've been watching the camera that we have up here, and every other night there's a van that's pulling up, and there's someone that's... I don't know what they're doing, to be honest, but I think they might be eyeing up this tractor. I've got a feeling it might end up getting stolen, and I don't want to have to deal with the insurance. I've already had to deal with the insurance on one tractor, and it was a nightmare. So it's going to go, it'll garner less attention from the ne'er-do-wells who would wish to acquire it by nefarious means. So yeah, that's going to go. As for jobs for today, we're going to head out and do a couple of hay contracts. So here we're at the first of the hay contract fields that we're doing today. Oh, just about destroyed the front end there, but it looks like it's alright. Yeah, we'll go in here. We've got the hay to make here. We don't have a tedder, so we're going to have to go get a tedder, and we don't have a windrow either. So that's a couple of pieces of equipment that we will need to purchase today, or hire out rather. I'd rather hire the equipment than buy it. So we'll get that later after we've cut the grass, and we'll see how much money we can get. We should get a decent amount of money from doing these contracts, but I don't think we'll get quite as much as we did when we done the silage. Then that's this field done. Need to fold these up. There we go. So with those two fields cut, we have to head back to the farm to drop off the mowers here, and then head up to the store because we don't have a tedder to turn the grass. So we'll need to head up to the store and grab one of those now. Here we are, we're at the store, and the tedder is already sitting out waiting for us. I called ahead and let them know, so as to have this ready for me. We do need to get a windrow as well. That's going to be the task that we need to do after we have done the tedding. So let me just hook up this tedder, and then I'll pop in and we'll organise getting the windrow delivered here for after we finish the tedding. Okay, that's ordered, so monies have been exchanged, and we'll be picking that up later. It needs to get delivered in from from another store. So let's head back to that first field that we're working on this morning, and we'll get the grass turned over. There we go then, that is all of the tedding done, well, with the exception of this little piece right here. It did take quite a while to get all that done actually. I thought it would be in and out, no problem, but it did take a hot minute to get everything turned over. Now we need to leave the grass for a little while just for it to dry out a bit more. So the plan for later is to get myself and Ben into these fields. I'll do the raking and Ben will follow behind with the baler, and that'll get everything done doubly fast there. And that just leaves taking all of the bales up to the garden centre to be sold. We'll get our money, and we should have a decent amount from those. Just popping down to have a look and see how the fields are getting on. It looks like a good bit of green in those field beans fields. The grass here has started to grow, although we haven't put any chemical down on this, so I imagine it's not going to yield very well. But this will be getting turned into a chicken area at some point. But there you go, there's the wheat is growing really well. It's coming along nicely. Let's go have a look at the beans. Looks like the beans are growing quite good as well. They're nice and green, looking really healthy. Should get a really good yield from these. We've got those, both those fields and the wheat field. The soil is tip-top condition, absolutely spot on. We just need to keep an eye on the fields for weeds and treat those as and when required. Well, we're back down at the store because the rake that we ordered has been delivered, so we're going to grab that, head back up to the first field. We've got Ben waiting there for us. It's been a good few hours, so the grass is dry enough for us to go ahead and start getting it baled. So let's quickly get this hooked up. Oh, there we go, and it closes in. We'll head up to the field, and Ben and I will get that hay baled as quickly as we can and off to the sell point before we get to tea time. So here we are, back at the field. There's Ben there, just sitting, waiting for us. He will follow behind us like we had him do the last time with the silage. That'll get us through these fields super quick. So let's get on with that, and yeah, see you once it's done. then that's just about this field done, and I've not been keeping an eye on my fuel level, but I've just realised I'm about to run out of fuel. So the plan just now is finish this field, head back to the farm. I've got some fuel in a tank down there, so I can put some more diesel in this tractor before we head over to the other field. I'm just hoping that there's enough diesel in this to get us back to the farm. So what I'm going to do is drop the rake off at the gate. We'll have Ben just wait here with the equipment, and then he can follow us over to the other field once I get back after filling up some fuel. Well, we've just made it back. The fuel light is flashing and could run out at any moment, so let's get this refilled, because I don't really want to run out of fuel. There we go, we're full of fuel now, all the way to the brim. So we'll head back to the field and then head over to the second field. Got a lot of moving around and going to and fro. But yes, we'll head back. We'll meet up with Ben, grab the equipment and head over to field number 2 for today. Okay, I've got a car behind me which I'm going to let go by. In fact, there's a couple of cars. I need to reverse in here, so we'll get a clear spot. Here we go, it looks clear. And we'll reverse in. Okay, we're all good. Perfect. Right, let's grab this and head over to the other field. So here we are, we're in the second field now. Once we've got this baled up, we'll just have to take the bales along, get them sold, and hopefully that will give us a good decent amount of money. It's not going to be long until we get into harvest season. It will come much quicker than you might think. Now, one of the main reasons that we're trying to get as much money as possible, especially for harvest season, is the cost of a harvester. They're incredibly expensive, even to hire them. So we need to get as much money together as we possibly can between now and harvest time, which will be a bit later in the year. But we've also got to get money together to buy the chickens, which we'll buy the chickens using the straw from the wheat. But the actual building itself that we're going to keep the chickens in will need to be paid for. The building is not going to be free. So we have got a bit of a challenge, because most of the work around here is grass, and these grass contracts are taking forever to do. Almost done with the field. Just going to hang back here a little second, just let Ben come by. He's doing a fantastic job getting all of the baling done. Very happy to oh, I've hit the bale. That's not what I wanted to do. But yeah, what I'm saying is I'm very happy to have brought Ben on board. He's saving so much time for us and gaining a lot of money for the farm. He's definitely worth his weight in gold. There we go, that's all of the raking done, just waiting now for Ben to finish that last little piece. While he does that, we're just going to head back to the farm. We'll grab the bale stacker, or bale collector rather, not bale stacker, well, although it is a stacker when you once you've actually dropped them off. But anyway, let's go grab the bale collector and take those bales up to the garden centre to be sold. Well, there's a good number of bales in both the fields, so I'm hoping that will mean that quite a few of these bales we can keep for ourselves for pure profit, on top of the value of the contract itself. because as I just said, we need as much money as possible. We also have a loan that needs paid back as well. I almost forgot about that, but yeah, the bank do want their money back, so it's going to be a very expensive year, I think, but hopefully once we get the money for the grains from the beans, from the wheat, that should go quite a way towards paying back that bank loan. Here we are, we're at the garden centre for the first load drop off. Whoop, a little bit too much weight on the back there, almost lost it as I come in. But yes, so first load to be dropped off. This will all go towards the contract, but it'll be nice to know just how much of the contract is done with this one run. So we're just about to find out once this does its thing. It's quite a slow process to get the bales up-ended and dropped off. So that has ended the contract on field 24, which is actually the other field that we've got. So the contract for field 24 has been fulfilled with the stuff that we've dropped off, and we are about 7% done on the big field, and all of that was done just with that one load. So I'm hoping that with what bales we have left on the big field, the one we've just come from, that would hopefully finish the contract, and then we can use the bales from the other field as profit for ourselves. Ooh, that'd be good if it is. Right, let's get back to the field and pick the rest of those bales up. Now this bale loader, the Stack Pro, can carry 14 bales, and it looks like we've got, what is this, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, well, we've got more than 14, so we'll have 2 loads to come from this field before we can head along to the other one. So I do reckon that both the contracts will be finished with the bales that we have in here. So that's looking promising for a good little profit for us. This is load number 2. So we'll have a look here and see just how much more of that contract actually gets completed. And it's a good amount. Let's have a look here. So we are currently I think it was 83%, about 83% done. So we have got maybe 8 or 9 bales left on that other field, and that should complete the full contract. So yeah, it does look like we are going to get all of the bales from the other field all to ourselves. Okay then, this is the last of the bales. Let's see how it gets on. So that's the contract finished, and we've got an extra £4,000 into the bank. Right then, with those contracts complete, that means every bale on this field is ours. It's absolutely crazy that we can actually get this many spare bales from a contract, but it is what it is. We're not going to be taking these to the garden centre. In fact, there is another buyer who's giving just a little bit more, and that is the Tall Trees store, which is actually closer to us here than the garden centre, which is all the way at the other side of town. So we'll get these bales over to the seller, or rather the buyer that is closer to us, and yeah, I'm really excited to see just how much money we can make from this. This is our second load from our field. We got 17,000 from the first one, so we'll get about the same again for this one as well. There we go, another £17,000 in the bank. We've got £89,000 in the bank after those contracts today, and we still haven't even collected on the contracts. That's just from selling the bales. So once I've got this parked up, I'm going to go and request those payments. There we go. Bear with me, just unhook this. There we go. We'll turn the engine off, and then if we go onto our contracts, we've still got 15 grand here and 18 grand here, so let's collect both of those. And with that, that takes our contract total, or a bank balance total rather, to £123,000 in the bank, in cash, ready to be used when we need to. Well, hello guys, it's been a good couple of months since I last seen you, and over those couple of months we've been very busy getting some extra money in for the farm. We're sitting now just over 200,000, and about a week ago we got rid of the Massey Ferguson, so today we're on our way up to the shop to pick up the replacement for that. So yeah, let's go and have a look and see what we've ended up going with. So I'm sure you'll remember that I wanted to get rid of that 8S because it was drawing a lot of attention from some ne'er-do-wells, and there was a risk that the tractor would be stolen. So to reduce that risk, we've ended up trading it in and getting something else. So what did we get? Well, around here is a surprise. We've got two tractors. Yes, I've got rid of the John Deere and the 8S, and we've replaced them, for now anyway, with these. I've got the Massey Ferguson 7726, which has 280 horsepowers, and we've got this, the Fendt 942, which has a whopping 415 horsepowers. That's going to be our big workhorse of the farm, and obviously we need something a bit smaller for some fields. So yeah, that's what we're going with just now, and these are not leased. These are, well, technically they are leased, but on hire purchase, so once these are paid off, they'll belong to me, but I might trade them in again at some point. Let's see how we go, but they're all both brand spanking new at on 73 plates, so there's absolutely no mileage, no hours on these whatsoever. So let's get these back to the farm, but to do that I'm going to need to yeah, I might need to hire a truck to take them down, because I can't drive them all in one go. Even if I get Ben, I can't take the van and two tractors. So we'll organise for them to be delivered to the yard. And yeah, looking forward to getting into the fields with those. While we wait on the delivery arriving with our shiny new tractors, we have a contract just not far actually from our farm. Our farm is just over there. But yeah, there's a rye contractor. We need to harvest some rye for one of the local farmers. He is already up here. He's waiting for us to help out. We're going to be driving the combine, which is sitting just there. So let's park up, we'll jump in the combine, and yeah, he's already, he's got absolutely everything ready to go. He's been waiting for us for about half an hour, so we'll get cracking on as soon as we can and get that field harvested. Now if I parked that yeah, I parked this in the worst possible place. can't get the combine in the field if there's a van in the way. Let's move the van over here and give us enough space to get in and out of that farm. Now this is quite a big combine. I've never driven one this size before, so this could be interesting, but it looks like we're getting in no problem here. So we'll get this header attached, and the farmer there, he's got to move the trailer out of the way. There we are, we're connected. Let's get the PTO connected. There we are. We'll drive back a little bit, that'll give him space to move that out of the way. We are almost done here with this field of rye. Just this small part here, a little bit back there. We're about 90% complete on the delivery for that contract. So whatever rye we have here, we'll finish off that. We might get a little bit of money back for ourselves. What we've got here as well, we've got a whole bunch of straw that we'll need to bale. The farmer doesn't need the straw, so he's actually allowing us to have it, which means we can make a little bit extra money, or we can keep it for another time when the prices are a bit higher. I think I might just sell it straight away, to be honest, to get some more money in. So here we are, this is the last part here. There we go, field is done, that's it complete. Just need to unload into the tractor over here. We'll pop the pipe out and he'll come down and do that. There's not very much in here, it should be quite quick getting this unloaded. There we go, that's it done. Bring our pipe in, we'll pop the beacons off, we'll get the engine off as well, so we can send him on his way. That's all done, mate, on you go. You can get rid of that now. I'll park the combine up. So he'll head away now and get that done. Alright, just going to park the combine and the header over here just now. We'll wait for the farmer to come back. He'll grab the header trailer and we'll plonk this down onto it. From what I understand from the quick phone call that I had with the farmer is we've got £7,800 from that contract just off the grains. That's our little kickback. We've got about 10 grand for the contract fee, plus we'll get the money that we earn from the straw bales, which we'll pick up later on. We'll need to grab the baler and come up. We've got the new tractors to use on this straw field, so we'll head back to the farm because the delivery for those is on its way, and we'll find a nice home for them on the farm. That's us back at the farm now, as you can see, and the delivery has just arrived. We've timed it perfectly, so both the tractors are sitting on the back of this lorry here. I'm just going to park over at this side. Oh, I hit the wall. I've scraped the van. That's not too good. But anyway, we want to park the van off to the side here to give us enough space to move the tractors down. Let's pop out. There they are. Aren't they lovely? So we'll get the tractors off. We'll get them parked up at their designated spots. This is quite similar to the tractor that we started off with at the 7600 variety of the Massey, but we went for 7700 this time, so it's a little bit more horsepower. Yeah, we've left ourselves enough space there. So this Massey we're just going to park down here in this shed along with the grass and lime equipment. That'll do for now. We'll leave that there. We'll head up, we'll grab the Fent 900, or was it the 942 Vario is actually what it is. Ooh, it sounds nice. This, like I said, this has got 415 horsepower. So this tractor it's got a lot of power on it. So this will be the machine we use for the big ploughing jobs and for the heavy haulage for grains and what have you. And this is going to be kept. Oh, you can hear the turbo on it. Oh, it's so nice. We're going to keep that in this shed for now. I do want to do some remodeling of the yards, because some of these sheds are a bit smaller than I was hoping that they would be, but yeah, it is what it is. There we go, that's the Fent tucked away for now. Thank you very much for watching. To see more from the series, click on the playlist on your screen now, and until next time, bye for now.